So we're going to take a look at the tragic case of Imani Roberson, this young mother of four that lost her life, and so many disturbing things that has happened to this family. Let's take a look. Hey, it's your sister Roland. All I need is a few minutes. So if you didn't know, this young lady by the name of Imani Roberson, she was from Conyers, Georgia. She went missing on July 16th after having dinner with her mother, stating that she was going to get something from her home and she was going to come back. But she never did. Her mother called her, never got an answer. And I believe the next day the mother reported her missing. And she was missing for like 2 weeks. People were holding on to hope. However, she was found last Friday. Her body was found. But before her body was found, they found the remains of her car. So that already had said that was already not a good sign. And then they actually found her body last Friday. And they arrested her husband, which is to my left. His name is Donell Anderson. Now, a lot of people are saying, you know, the same thing, what happened in this situation, how a lot of black men are taking out black women, which is true, but not all black men are doing this. But this is one thing that was said that I want to highlight.
These are four kids now without a mother, and unfortunately now without a father. And now the grandparents are stuck to raise these children. These children are going to need a lot of counseling. They're going to need a lot of support. This family is going to need a lot of counseling and a lot of support. And I think Ms. Clarine stated earlier, you've heard from the father, but Ms. Clarine stated earlier, this is her fourth child that she has learned that has passed away, and she's having to deal with. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, the three children that we have together, Imani made the third child. She's gone, and then she lost one more child. So it's four total for her and three for me.
Yeah.
So that is the part I wanted to take a look at, with the mother losing all four children that she had. I don't think she has any other kids, but she has lost four kids. The father has lost the three kids that he had with Imani's mother. Now, many people see this, but not everybody is seeing this. People speak from where they are. So some people are just focusing on the aspect of how black men are taking out black women and different things, and they're angry about that, as we should be. But you have to look at every aspect of this story, because for you to have, she said, within like 20 years she has lost four children. That's not normal. That's not normal at all. And then for the father, for the kids, for the father, for the children that he had with the mother, all of them are gone. So I saw on social media somebody had said that it was the first child that they lost was a boy. So this is stuff on social media. Not sure if it's real, but obviously we know she lost kids. So the first child was a boy. He died at a very young age, and the second child was a girl, well, a lady, a woman, and she died during C19. And then now Imani is gone, and then the mother had a fourth child. Not sure how that child lost his life, but many times certain things happen in certain families, and if nobody is not paying attention spiritually to see what's going on, sometimes by the time we figure out, hey, this is not normal, we need to do something about it, most of the time we may have lost so much. I remember this, I met this lady. She We went to the same church. Before she came to church, she said she would bury, every year, she would bury somebody in her family. And the family started to dwindle significantly because every year they would lose people by different means, like accidents, they were sick, um, different, some of them were taken out by being shot, but she was just losing people in her family. And I remember she had came and was saying that, you know how, churches would have testimony times. And then the pastor told her there's some type of covenant in death covenant in the family, and you're gonna have to break that. And she did that. Did several spent several times in several months, weeks in prayer, you know, breaking whatever contract that was. And I've known her from this all those years. She has yet to bury anybody compared to how they were burying people in the family each and every year. So certain stuff, why this is why I highlighted this, and me highlighting this is not taken away from, oh, that's taken away from the fact of what he did to her. What he did, you can, no matter what I say, can never take away from what this man did, the evil that this man did. I can highlight a different aspect where, hey, we should be more vigilant on this part, because this her mother lost 4 children. Now she has 4 grandchildren to take care of. Some stuff you don't need for it to transfer into another generation in order to take care of it. And yes, they lost their lives by different ways, but something is going on that's not normal. This is not normal for you to have these kids, and then it happens, and it happens in a sense that, oh, it happened this time, okay, and then years later it happens again, because some stuff lie dormant and then it comes up back up again. And the devil, who comes to steal, kill, and destroy, he wants us to, don't pay. That's nothing. Oh, you're reaching. Oh, that's irrelevant or whatever. Oh, it's not that serious, and stuff like that. People die all the time. He wants you to say stuff like that, to dismiss it, be dismissive, so that he can continue to work and work. And by the time somebody wakes up spiritually and see what's going on, we have lost so much. Like I said before, these are 4 kids that are left behind, and we don't need this, whatever is going on, to transfer into. It may not even be something generational, but for us to get used to, okay, yeah, she lost all her kids, but at least she have a grandkid. Sometimes we, make peace with certain stuff by saying certain things like that, when you're supposed to say, no, I'm not supposed to outlive my children. My children are supposed to bear me. I'm not supposed to be bearing my kids. We're not supposed to get angry about and say, no, what is going on, to find out what is going on. So this is not normal. This is not normal to lose all of your kids, whether in a whether it was, sometimes if it was, close by, maybe we would do something. But the fact that it was spread out through certain different years. I knew this family that, well, within, I think this happened within months. They had 2 kids that lost their lives in a car accident, right? The sister and the brother. Within months, they had another child that lost his life by the same way, in the same manner, so much, so similar. And I think they only had 3. Yeah, they have 4 kids, so 3 of those kids are gone, and 3 of them died by car accidents. And then people see, I always look at stuff different. So like I said, some people see what's going on, they may not, they may keep their opinions to themselves. But whether this helps this family or whatever, but something like this, if it's going on in your family, this is not normal. And we shouldn't treat it as normal. We shouldn't dismiss it we should we need to investigate, whether you investigate by asking certain people in your family, or go, if you have a relationship with God, go to the Lord to ask what is going on. This is not normal. This is not normal. This The spirit of death has literally took out a generation. There's another generation there. It's still there. It shouldn't happen to the other generation, but who's going to do something about it? Some stuff, it needs to be done. You can't ignore it. You can't not pay attention. You can't highlight it or whatever. Oh, that's not important. It is important, because that's a whole generation gone. And it's like, you know, the the devil trying to take out this family to wipe their name off the face of the earth, because what keeps our name going is the children that we the children and the different things that we do. Sometimes, you do work, you have done work, and that could be, somebody could come and erase your name, take your name. But sometimes the children that you put on this earth, when they look at them, say, oh my goodness, you have your mother's smile, you have your father's, that's how your father talked, that's how your father walked. That's what people, how people still remember you. But if we could take all of y'all out, nothing, there would be no remembrance of you on this earth at all. And then another aspect of, yes, there are black men that are taking out black women at an alarming rate, And people are saying, oh, where is the task force and different things like that? If it was the other hues of women, something would have been done. But some certain stuff, we have to do something about it, because sometimes you think you're going to get saved and nobody's coming to save you. Certain stuff, you have to be able to detect them. You have to learn how to detect these type of men, that do certain things. And I'm speaking from experience, from somebody that had went through a relationship where the person tried to take me out multiple times, and God would save my life. And but even after that, almost meeting the same type of person, and how I would not ignore or explain away those red flags, or what my intuition is telling me. And I would say, hey, sis, I met this person and I was talking to them, and I just felt this overwhelming, and this literally happened to me, talking to this guy. And for a minute, as soon as it came in, as quickly as it went, I felt this overwhelming presence of evil, like he was the same type of person as the ex. And then in prayer and stuff like that, God revealed who this person truly was. But this is what a lot of women go through. People tell them, say, oh, the first hit, or the first whatever, first time they put hands on you. Sometimes by that time, that is too late, because you may have already spent so much time with them. You have built that oxytocin bond. You may have already slept with them, and you have built this bond. It makes it even harder to leave. And then with those bonds and spending time with each other, and already having relationship with each other, that is what you use to explain away the red flags that you see, explain away the intuition, what you're feeling, that what is telling you something is off with this man, something is wrong with this man. And you think you know them, you in love with them, and you explain it away. And sometimes that's what costs us our lives. We have to know how to detect these things before they happen, to see who this person is before, when you get in a relationship with them, before you jump into bed, before you start falling in love and stuff like that. You need to see this person character, who this person really is, not their representative, because everybody comes with a representative, but to see who this person truly is, to know why they want to be in your life, why they truly want to be with you, not what they say, but what it truly is. And that's where we that's where we're lacking, because of course, People are not parenting. Some people don't know themselves. Some people are, they, even if they telling you certain stuff about the opposite sex, is coming from a place of bitterness and hatred and disdain. Sometimes they are showing you how not to get played. You know, if he do this, that means he's this, but not to really show you how to detect, these type of men that will take your life. And it is not all black men that are doing it, but it is enough that it is alarming, of course. And this is so unfortunate for this little young lady to lose her life in this manner. And then now, 4 kids, they don't have their mother and they don't have their father. Now the grandparents are raising these kids, and that's not how it's supposed to be. Grandparents are not supposed to be raising their grandkids. Grandkids supposed to come over during the summer, or for Thanksgiving and Christmas and spend time, but not grandparents are not supposed to be raising. But this is the time that we're living in. This is the time that we're living in, and it's very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, very sad, very tragic how this young lady, and then he made sure that she won't have an open casket because she was missing for like 2 weeks. So obviously from the time she went missing, she was gone. So imagine the decomposition that has already formed. There's no way you're going to be able to have an open casket. So the only thing you have is, all the memories before she was last seen. That's it. So we have to, I think we need to educate women more, young women. Sometimes, some people are older, they set in their ways, they already have this ideology, but the younger girls, the younger women, who's going to teach them, who's going to help them, who's going to train them. And then you have people, oh, don't listen to them old women and stuff like that, creating more a divide. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.